Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will discuss about the networking devices hub, switch and router. We will discuss their properties and how do they operate. So let's get started. First of all, the hub. So the hub is a networking device that connects computers in a local area networks. Here we can see in this diagram that this is a hub and it connects these four computers. And this whole arrangement is known as a LAN, local area network. In this animation we can see that a message is generated from one of the computer and it is sent to all the computers that are connected to hub. This is one of the fundamental properties of hub, that any message received by the device is replicated through all its ports to all the other devices. So these are some of the characteristics of the hub. These are that the hub works on physical layer or layer 1 of the OSI model. So it works at the lowermost or at the bottom most layer of the OSI model, that is the physical layer. It broadcasts the messages sent from one computer to all the other nodes, as we saw in the previous node, and it is a cheap and dumb device. Cheap, it is not costly, it is easy to procure, and it is a dumb, it is not an intelligence device. It is just a plug and play device. You just connect the computers to it, give them their IP address, and it starts to working. It is not a complicated or an intelligent device. So after the hub, we now come to the switch. The switch is an intelligent networking device that is predominantly used to connect computer devices in a local area network. Now the switch is also used to connect computers in a LAN, but what is the main difference between hub and switch? That the switch is an intelligent device. By intelligence, it means that when a computer, let's suppose computer A want to send a message to computer B, then this message is only sent to this computer. It is not broadcasted through all its ports. We will see in the properties that what are some of the differences between the switch and the hub. So here we can see in the animation that let's suppose this computer want to send a message to this one. So how it goes, that the message is only sent to the distant computers. It is not sent to all the computers as we saw in the case of the hub. So these are some of the characteristics of the switch. Number one is that it works under the data link or the layer 2 of OSI model. The hub worked at the physical and layer 1. The switch is a little bit more intelligent, so it works a layer higher. It works on the layer 2. And again, it is intelligent, so it identifies the connected devices through their MAC addresses. It knows each device through its MAC addresses. It maintains a MAC address table containing MAC addresses of devices against the switch ports. What that means is that, let's suppose this is a switch and here a device is connected to it. Now the switch knows, let's suppose this is port 1, that to port 1 this device is connected having a MAC address, let's suppose AB. It is stored inside the switch in a MAC address table such that, let's suppose here is a port column and here is a MAC address column. So at port 1 the switch knows that a device having MAC address AB is connected. Now the last device is the router. The router is the most intelligent device of all the three networking devices. It is used to connect local area networks or LANs together over the wide area network. Here we can see in diagram, let's suppose this is a LAN. We can, let's suppose, call it a LAN 1. This is also a LAN and we can call it LAN 2. Now LAN 1 and LAN 2 means that these two LANs has different networking properties. They have different network IP addresses. Let's suppose this one has 192.168 and 1 dot, let's suppose 10, and this one may have 192 dot, oh oops, so I accidentally erased the IP addresses. Let write it again, 192.168 and 1.10, and this one has 192.168 and let's suppose 2.10. Now these devices cannot communicate through a switch. So in order to communicate them, we need an intelligent device that is called router. So the primary functionality of router is to communicate devices having different IP addresses or having different networks, or it is used to connect LANs, different LANs to communicate with each other. So these are some of the characteristics of the router. It works under the network layer or layer 3 of the OSI model. So again, this is one layer higher than the switch and two layer higher than the hub. It routes or directs the data packets from source to destination using IP addresses. Remember, the switch worked on the MAC addresses, and now the router uses the IP addresses in order to communicate between different devices. It maintains the IP routing table containing the destination address against the next hop. So the switch maintains the MAC routing table or the MAC address table, and the router maintains the IP address routing table or IP routing table. So this is a typical diagram of a router. Here again we can see, let's suppose that this is a LAN. Again, this is another LAN, and in order to communicate between two different LAN, what we need a router. Without router, these two LANs cannot communicate with each other. And again, let's suppose if these LANs or any of these computers want to communicate to the internet, let's suppose, so with this switch or with this switch we cannot access the internet. Again, we need this router to access the internet. So in order to communicate between different LANs, let's suppose this is LAN 1, this is LAN 2, or to access internet we need the router. And this whole arrangement, we can call this as WAN, wide area network. Remember that in LAN we can only use the hub or switch, but in WAN we must have routers because it is beyond the boundaries of a LAN. It is spread over a large geographical area, and we need routers to communicate beyond the LAN. So that's all for today. I hope you people understood the concept. If there are any questions, you people can comment and I will be happy to answer. Again, if you need, any one of you need these slides, you can comment. I can hand over these slides. So please like and subscribe for many upcoming videos on many other networking topics. Thank you all. Bye bye.